because I need someone who understands that if I like you, I'm gonna punch you. Because I haven't learned how to flirt like a grown-up yet. Alright, so I asked you to send me your questions about my book, or writing, or myself. So I'm going to answer those questions for you today. So let's pull up some of these questions. I haven't really looked through the questions very thoroughly, so for this round I will be answering questions about myself. Min Sushi asks, what is the book, person, etc. that inspired you to be a writer? My biggest inspiration is Lloyd Alexander. Most people don't know his name. A lot of people know the book The Black Cauldron. Lloyd Alexander wrote over 40 books. I think I have like 35 of them. Lloyd Alexander's books were always very light and fun, and the characters were always really interesting, but he always snuck in like little bits of advice for life. So if you haven't heard of him, his books are kind of hard to find now, so good luck. I'm hoping the publishing company brings them back, because his books have had such a huge impact on fantasy writing and children's writing and any other type of writing. And I think he deserves to have his own shelf in every bookstore. Question 2 from I Got Army Deha-L. I want to know how you started writing and what was your first story? Okay, so I started writing in the 3rd grade, and my first story was about a sale on computers, which when I was growing up, computers were a big deal because they were new. Let's not talk about that. And then I don't remember if, I think my first short story was a story about my cousin getting a mail order bride. He still doesn't talk to me. But if you wanted to know when I seriously started writing, I think it was about maybe high school, and I started buying books on how to write, and I started taking classes on how to write, and I started going to like seminars and things. So that's how I got started. The next question from Light Walls. She asked the same thing, when did you start writing? 3rd grade. And then she asks, have you ever experienced people saying bad things about your stories? Yes. One time. I don't really have haters. I had a kid in the 4th grade who read one of my stories. After he finished reading the story, the only thing he said was, I could write better. And at the time it really bothered me, because I worked so hard on that story, even though it was pretty much crap, because I was 11. Wait, how old are you in the 4th grade? Oh gosh, math is not my thing. Anyways, however old I was, it really bothered me. But then when I became like an adult, I realized that he said that he could do better. But at the end of the day, he didn't write a story. It's better to write a bad story than to not write a story at all. So I still win. Next question about me. Therese asks, who's your best friend? Jesus. Just kidding. Love you, Therese. Next question. Kirsten asks, why will you not buy a book if there's not enough white space? Basically the same reason I don't go to malls on Sunday. It's overcrowded, I'm overwhelmed, and I get tired really easily. White space is important. Alright, what's another question about me? Shrimiku. No, I didn't say that right. Shriminku? Shriminku. Shrimi asks, what is your boyfriend type? Jung Ho-suk. I know, a lot of the people that know me are like, oh, you're cheating on our end. Shh, 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 shh. I like men who work hard and dream big. I also like men that are playful, that are very caring, and I would prefer a man who can fight. Because I need someone who understands that if I like you, I'm gonna punch you. Because I haven't learned how to flirt like a grown-up yet. Alright, and this question's kind of related. Kiddo for life. I like that. When did you become an army? So if you don't know, which I don't know how you don't know, but if you don't know, BTS fan group is called ARMY. So I have been in ARMY since Danger, minute 1, 27 seconds. RM does his little wink thing. And I was all like, ooh, who's he? I'm in. Are there any other questions about me? Alright, so there are no other questions about me, but in part 2 of this video I will answer your questions about how to write and how I got published. That's the end of video 1. Peace!